So in this one, we are going to go over the top 3 niches for your AI model.
Firstly, you need to understand what is a niche. Now, a lot of you get confused about niches and then personalities, etc. But a niche is basically like a subcategory you're going to put your model into. This can be of 2 subcategories. It can be somewhat natural to the normal world, such as football teams, gaming, etc. Or it can be orientated towards the sexual world, because obviously you're in the sex industry, so you can niche down within that sex industry.
So why do you actually need to niche down, or do you need to niche down? Now, some of the benefits of a niche is 1, it makes you more specialized to a certain type of customer. So if someone is super into golf, for example, and you're in the golf niche, they're going to be more likely to come and spend more money on your model than they would a normal model because they like golf that much. Also, it helps with engagement of the customer, which is obviously a huge benefit when it comes to chatting. So if you have an interest in football and your model is in the football niche and someone comes along and they're also interested in the football niche, you can then have conversations about football, making your model more of kind of a friendship, relationship type vibe than if you were just chatting sexually the whole time.
And don't get confused, this can be done for normal models or AI models. However, in this video, we're going to be going over the top 3 niches within an AI models sector of the sex industry. Because obviously, if you're doing AI OFM, if you might want to niche down into a certain category, we're going to be doing the top 3 for AI models.
So, niche number 1 we're going to go through is the football niche. So, obviously, this is quite time specific to what we're doing now, but currently, as we are recording this, it is the Euros, which is a huge football event in Europe for you Americans out there. Basically, the whole world watches it, and it's fucking huge here. What this means is football is now a trending topic on social media, and it's constantly in people's brains because, especially in the UK, if you walk down the street, you're seeing flags everywhere, you're seeing Euros being constantly advertised, so you can't even get it out of your head during this period.
Another great thing about football players and going into that niche is they love to spend money. Now, most of the time they go to a football game, buy the tickets, buy the transport, buy the beers, and then start gambling on the game. Now, that's a lot of money just for one game in 1 week. Now, what happens if they can't make it to that game or they're not getting entertained within the week? They're going to be spending money on your model.
Also, if you think about the target market, these lot will literally defend their team till the end, meaning that we can use them for engagement farming on social media. Now, you say anything bad about their favorite football player, they're going to drop to their knees and start sucking him off. And basically, they are going to absolutely be raging at your comment. They're going to be replying to this comment and be absolutely furious, like genuinely furious. It's quite sad, but that is the way they are. And we can use this to our advantage to cause controversy in certain comment sections and get engagement off of them. So if they're not spending money, they're giving us engagement. It's a win-win.
Or on the other side of the scale, if they love a football team and you have a, let's say, England logo, they love England, then they're going to follow your model and support that model as well as the football team.
Probably thinking, what about opposition fans? Are they going to be part of your target market? Absolutely. It gets them turned on to think that they're going against their morals. You know, going to the bad side or opposition side and getting with a girl online, that is from the opposition team. That is going to absolutely turn them on and make them spend, if anything, more money than if it is their own team.
The second niche that is appearing is the travel niche. And the reason this is so powerful for AI, well, I think it's obvious. It's because you can be anywhere in the world by clicking things. And the reason this is so good is because you can target audiences within that country or location. For example, say if you go to Germany, the Euros is on, your model can be there like that with no money spent. Just generate the image from typing in certain prompts. If he's out there, maybe there's a few German customers, which if they think your model's in Germany, then they're obviously going to get communicating, get chatting, and then start trying to entice her because they're always hopeful to meet this model. So they're going to be trying to spend a bit more money, chatting a lot more with this model, and that's obviously a plus. That's what you want.
As well as this, we can obviously use this to our advantage because a lot of people either travel themselves or they dream of doing it themselves. Now, for some reason, I don't know why, if you are seen as a traveler or someone who has traveled the world, you are seen as a more interesting person. I personally think they're a bunch of boring fucking hippies traveling the world with their fucking backpacks. However, a lot of people find that interesting. You know, they're like, oh, imagine the amount of conversations, the amount of stories that person has because they traveled the world, they've been everywhere. you can basically make this your model, make your model seem more interesting and more entertaining to have a conversation with.
Exactly, because if you've been to 100 locations, your customer's bound to be to one of them. So you can kind of talk about that location. But this also means that your chatters and yourself need to be quite well educated in travel and make sure you know exactly where your model's gone. Keep track of the conversations. Because if you start saying, I've been there, and they ask questions about it, and you say, I don't know, that can cause problems. So there is things to be aware about, to be educated when you are selecting a niche, especially with the traveler niche.
Number 3, we're going to go into the dominatrix niche. Now this kind of has a lot of names. It could be like BDSM or just dominating female, whatever you want to call it. Dominatrix niche is what we're going to refer to it as. We all know what we're talking about. Now, the reason this is good is because the customers here, the ones that want to be dominated by these kind of girls, are the absolute freaks who are going to spend money on this content, and a lot of it.
So a lot of these freaks, no, they're not shooting up schools. They are actually on places like Twitter and Reddit. And quite a lot of the time, they have specifically in their bio, I love getting pegged by girls, or stuff like that. And it is fucking weird, don't get me wrong. However, if they like being taken control of by females, this allows you to kind of abuse that and be able to take their money a lot quicker and a lot easier, because technically that is what they want. So you can go on places that weird people hang out, go have a look there, or even go onto other dominatrix models, look in their following system and select people with weird things in their bio that says their kinks or niches that they're into.
Now again, this is where we can take full advantage with AI, because we can put them in whatever clothing, so we can do all the leather clothing and stuff. We can put whips in their hand. We can do whatever we want with these AI models. We can even put them in their mum's basement where they are chilling out currently. So that'll get them super turned on.
So a lot of the time you're going to get weird requests from these people that you may want to do externally from sites such as FanView or OnlyFans. These can be all sorts of requests, which we're probably not going to go through now, but they are fucking weird. Obviously, because you're an AI model, you don't actually need to request this from a model or anything like that, which I would never fucking do if I did have a model, because some of these customers are mental and are requesting mental things. However, because it is AI, you can just do that and then get paid straight away. It's quite easy because there's no actual embarrassment towards the model or any kind of humiliating things towards the model. You can just generate it via AI. So it makes it a lot safer. Obviously it protects models there. So if you did look into the hybrid route, you can protect your model a lot when it comes to OnlyFans management.
Imagine how their eyes would light up when a girl finally likes their Twitter post. They'll jump up from their gaming chair so hard that their mum will think they're finally banging a chick. They're not. They've just packed Messi on FIFA and they've just got a like from a girl on Twitter. However, they are going to get so excited because these people are genuinely fucking mental.
So I think what Kyle's trying to get at is they'll get very excited if a model in their niche message them, because it's quite rare, and being approached by a dominant female, let's say, is going to turn them on and make them very excited. So these are the main 3 niches that we recommend getting into if you are making an AI model. If you want to learn the rest of the top 10 niches that are actually doing well in 2024 with AI models, go across to our YouTube. We have lots more videos talking about niches. However, if you don't find it there, then we do actually do a course.
Within this course is a community. We have got 350 plus members at the time of recording this video, which is the biggest AI OnlyFans community in the fucking world. We also do one-to-one mentorship. So if you do need a bit more in-depth coaching in this game, give me a message on Instagram at OFMKyle.
And as you've probably seen in this video, it's not going to be a boring process. The chats are quite entertaining, so go have a look. If you don't get entertainment, you'll definitely get plenty of knowledge from this community.